Welcome back to the Bass Bias channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the infamous Lakeland 5502 bass, which is assembled in America but produced in Indonesia. So they build all the parts and make all the parts in Indonesia, send them back to the Chicago warehouse where they put it together, and then you get a Lakeland bass. These are about $1,800 if you go online and look on Sweetwater or anywhere else. This is the successor to the 55-01, which came out in the early 2000s, I believe. I think this model has maybe been around for 10 years or more. But if you look at the reviews, it's got nothing but great reviews. Now, if you look at the body style, it's clearly inspired, and maybe it's kind of difficult to see with my black shirt on, but it's obviously inspired by the old school P basses, but I like that it doesn't look a lot like a P bass. It looks a little more modern than that, because I'm biased against really old classic gear sometimes. So this is a little bit outside of my wheelhouse. I acquired this in a trade, and it was something different, but I liked the fact that it was 35-inch scale, and it just has an interesting feel to it. And also, you know, the first thing that I noticed when I played this guitar is that the strings, they feel super spaced out. Now I know they're 19mm spacing, which I've played on my Yamaha all the time, but for some reason it just feels like more stretched out than that even. So it took me a little while to get used to the spacing there. But yes, I like the big long neck and the big body, and it's got this like oval shaped bridge here, and most of it's like polished, but these the little pieces here that hold the strings are like brushed, very nice looking. Not sure if I like this whole oval thing. It's got an ebony fretboard here with some really nice inlays. I like the very, very dark neck with the dark body. Obviously, the headstock on here is inspired by the P bass. Whoever built this probably was just in love with Fenders and didn't want to rip them off, or couldn't rip them off too much, so I had to change a few things. Clover-shaped tuners, again, which is kind of a relic from the past. I don't like them. I like the newer Goto style ones. These are hip shot tuners, by the way. It's bolted on the back with 4 screws. It's got a battery spot here. Real easy to open and change that battery. The strings go through the bottom here and into the bridge. And apparently inside the active preamp, there's a dip switch. I've seen it. If you take the cap off, you can see it. It's like there's like 5 little dip switches apparently that affects the tone of this 3-way switch here. It's fun and comfortable to play. I like the size, I like the design, I like the shape. Okay, there's one thing about this bass that I don't like, and I don't like it very much. They have these 2 screws to adjust the pickup height. Well, that's where I like to stick my thumb when I'm playing the 5th string, so it kind of interferes with my thumb placement. And I'm not sure if they were inspired by some other old pickup and wanted to do it like that. But why didn't they put these 2 little screws? Why didn't they put them on the inside so that they're out of your way? I guess maybe that didn't come up in the engineering room when they were thinking about this stuff. But if I could change one thing about this bass, I would make it so that these 2 dang screws get moved to the inside so that I can rest my thumb there comfortably. The older model had 2 soap bar shaped pickups. Those look, in my opinion, they look better, and they would probably be a lot more comfortable. That's just me. Everybody's different. I find that this thing is really fun to play with a pick and some overdrive. At the end of the day, it's a very nice bass. I think my favorite part about it is the neck. It just feels really, really nice. Very well quality made, especially this ebony one here. And the different 5502s have different necks and a few different features. Thanks for checking it out. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.